Hi students, today I will discuss about the new chapter, that is ratio and proportion. So let's discuss about its introduction part. So first of all, what is ratio? Ratio means this is the comparison between two quantities, similar type of quantities, and it is also related with the fraction. Comparison between two similar type of quantities, that means suppose 5 kg of rice and I want to compare between them and 20 kg of rice. So here the quantity is 5 kg, here is 20 kg. If I will here use 20 liter oil, then the quantities are different. Here is kg, here is liter. So we cannot make here by this ratio. So this will be not used here. So here we can write this one, this type of. So here kg and kg will be cancelled. So 5 by 20, and after making simplest form, it will be 1 by 4. Then this is, we can write as ratio form, 1:4. Here 1:4 I have written, this is the ratio form. I'll discuss it here. So how the ratio and fractions are related, that is I am telling here. So here suppose A is to B, A is the first term, B is the second term. Here this is read as is to, A is to B. We read as like this, A is to B. So here this is called antecedent. This is the first term, this is called antecedent. And this is consequent. So here I have written this one in the ratio form, so A is to B. So we can write this one as A by B, because fraction and ratio both are related. So here I have told at first, ratio means this is the comparison between two quantities, similar type of quantities. So similar type of means like this. So if I will write here 5 kg and here 20 liter, so you can this will be not in ratio, because here the quantities are, units are different. If here the unit will be kg and here the unit will be gram, then it can be written as ratio form. That means in fractional form also it can be written, because kg and gram, these both are the unit of weight. So we can make it in the same unit. That means 5 gram and this 20 kg means 20,000 gram. Now we can cancel this unit. So this will be okay. This will be okay. So here we have to do this one, these two, both the units will be in same unit. That is, we have to make. After that we can make it in simplest form. We can make it in simplest form after that. That means this type of 1 by 4,000. That means 1:4,000. That will be. So this is the relation between fraction and ratio. So ratio, we can say that is a one type of fraction. Next, another one topic is, when we will multiply, we want to multiply with this antecedent and consequent in any number, then this number will be same. That means suppose m is a non-zero number, so m into A is to m into B. So this non-zero number will be same when we want to multiply. In the division type, they are also same. A by m is to b by m. I'll discuss about this with the example. Suppose here I am taking one example. Suppose 1.2 is to 8. Then here first 1.2 will be converted into fraction, that means this one, and here is 8. Now here this point will be removed. So 12 by 10 is to 8. Now here we have to remove this 10 from here. So what to do? We have to multiply with it 10 and divide by 10. That means 10 will be adjusted with it. Then we can get 12 by 10 is to 80 by 10. After multiplying, this will be 80 by 10. Then here divided by 10, here also divided by 10. 12 divided by 10 and here 80 divided by 10. So we can cancel this 10. This 1 by 10 we can cancel it by multiplying 10. That's why I told that if we want to multiply any non-zero number, then that will be same for the both terms. Then what is left? 12 is to 80. Then we can make it in simplest form. After this we can make it in simplest form. By 4 we can divide it. 12 by 4 and 80 by 4. So here also same number I used for dividing. 4 3s are 12. Here is 3 and 4 2s are 8. That means 3 is to 20. Now here I will discuss how to make this ratio in the simplest form. So 60 is to 75 there is given. So simply we have to transfer it first in fractional form. That is in fractions, 60 by 75. Then if we will find out the HCF between them, then we will get the exact answer. So 60 and 75, that HCF we have to find out first. That means 15 fours are 60, then HCF is 15. So by 15, if we will divide this both the terms, that means numerator and denominator, so 15 fours are 60, 15 fives are 75, 4 by 5. So we will get the simplest form of it. Then this is the fractional form, so you have to transfer it into ratio form, 4 is to 5. This is the answer. So this is the process to make it in simplest form. Now we will discuss about proportion. What will be the proportion? Now what is proportion? Proportion is nothing but it is when two ratios are equal. That means suppose 1 by 2 equal to 2 by 4. These two ratios, these two fractions are equal, we know that. So when we will convert it into ratio 1 is to 2 equal to 2 is to 4. So this is the two ratios when equal, they will be equal, then that is called proportion. So here we can use, instead of this equal to sign, this sign. This is called equivalent sign or proportional sign. So 2 is to 1 is to 2, proportion 2 is to 4. So this is proportion. Now here this term and this term, this both the terms are lying in the extreme point. This is lying in the starting point, this is in the ending point. So these both the terms are called extreme terms. first and fourth terms are extreme terms, and this second and third terms are mean terms. These are lying in the middle. So this is mean terms. I'll write properly here. A, suppose A is to B is B proportion, C is to D. So here this and this are extreme term, and this are mean term. So one rule is here, how to find out the A is to B equivalent to C is to D. How to find out? In calculation, how we will discuss about it. There is one way, that is product of extremes equal to product of mean. Product of extremes equal to product of mean. So if we'll find out this one, suppose A into D equal to product of mean, that means B into C, then we'll get the equal. This left hand side and right hand side will be equal. Then we can say that they are in proportion. So this is the way. If here one term will be missing, suppose A will be missed here, then B, C and D will be given. Then how to find out A? First, this formula will be written, A into D equal to B into C, that is product of extreme equal to product of mean. Every time we have to write this formula when we want to prove they are in proportion or not. On that time we have to write this formula, and to find out the value of any one term, then we have to fix here this A. I want to find out the value of A, so we have to fix here A, then B into C divided by D. Then we will get the answer of A. That is the way. If D will not be given, then we have to fix here D. Then we want to find out the value of D, then B into C by A. That will be the process. Now the last topic of proportion, that is continued proportion. Continued proportion means when A is to B proportion to, here B will be repeated in the third position. A is to B proportion B is to C. So here mean term is repeated here. Mean term is repeated here. That's why this is continued. That means this is continuously going on. That means in the second term is there, and the third term they are also the same term. That is continued proportion. So what will be the process? Here also same. Product of extreme. How to find out the mean term? If there will be the question, then how to find out? There also product of extremes equal to product of mean. So product of extreme means A into C equal to B into B. That means AC equal to B square. That means B square equal to AC. So B equal to root over of AC. Then we can find out the value of B. That means this is the mean term. So this is the process to find out the value of B. Now I will discuss about the sums of exercise 8A from R.S. Agarwal book. So let's start the exercise. Exercise 8A from R.S. Agarwal book. This is question number 1, number 3. So here we have to make this one. This is this ratio in simplest form. So first of all, we have to make it in improper fraction. That means 20 by 3 is to 15 by 2. Then here the denominators are 3 and 2. So we have to make the LCM of 3 and 2. We know that LCM we know 3 into 2 means 6. So here by 6 we have to multiply this both the terms. 20 by 3 into 6 is to 15 by 2 into 6. Because I told in the introduction part, when we want to multiply, then by the same number we have to multiply with the ratios terms. So here to remove the denominator we have to make their LCM. Then by this LCM if we will multiply, then this denominator can be cut. So 3 2s are 6 and here 2 3s are 6. So 40 is to 45. Then 40 by 45, this is, if we will transfer it into fraction, then we can cut it by the same number. 5 8s are 40, 5 9s are 45. Then this is 8 by 9, that means 8 is to 9. So this is the answer. Then number 6. Here is decimal form. The terms are given in decimal form. That means we will convert it into fraction at first. Then here in the first two terms there is the denominator is 10. So with the last term we have to multiply and divide same number for adjusting. And we have to make here, mainly we have to make here the denominator 10. That's why we will multiply here also 10. Then 25 by 10, 65 by 10, 80 by 10. Then here we can cancel this 10, this denominator 10 we can cancel directly. This is. Then we can cut it, all the terms we can cut by 5 because the last digit are 5 and 0 here given. So we can cut it by 5. So by 5 we will divide. Then we will get 5 is to 13 is to 16. This is the answer. Now question number 2, number 4. 8 months, 1 year. So first we have to make the unit same. That means 1 year equal to 12 months. So 8 months. Months we will not write. 8 is to, for 1 year we can write here 12 months. Months we will not write because in ratio unit will not be written here. Then we can divide it by 4. 8 by 4 is to 12 by 4. That means 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. So this is the answer. 2 is to 3. Now number 6, 1 kilometer and here is 750 meter. So here is meter and here is kilometer. So we have to make it in same unit. That is 1 km equal to 1000 meter. So 1000 meter equal to 750 equal to not fractional sign, and here no need to give unit. Your ratio sign, 1000 is to 750. Now we will make here HCF between them. Or one thing you can make it, first you can transfer it into fraction like this, then we'll divide it. No need to make here s here. This is the another one process I am showing now. 0 0 will be cancelled, and by 25 it can be cut. 25 4s are 100, 25 3s are 75, so 4 by 3. Then the answer is 4:3. This is the answer. Question number 4. Here A is to B equal to 5:8 given, and B is to C equal to 16:25 given. So we have to find out A is to C. How we will get A is to C? At first, if you will convert it into fraction, then what will come? A by B equal to 5/8, and here B by C equal to 16/25. Then if we will multiply A by B into B by C, then B can be cut, so we will get what? A by C will get, B and B can be cut, A by C will get, so after that we will get actually A is to C. So here we can make A by B into A is to C equal to A by B into B by C equal to 5/8 into 16/25. This is the process. At first we have to think how we will get A is to C. After that we will apply it in the sum. 8 2s are 16, 5 5s are 25, so we will get 2/5, that means 2:5. Therefore A is to C equal to 2:5. Now question number 6. Here is given A is to B equal to 5:6 and B is to C equal to 4:7. Then here we have to make A is to B is to C. A is to B is to C we have to find out. That means this B term will be same. Here B is 6, here B is 4. For B, here is 4, here is 6. So we have to take the LCM of it. LCM of 6 and 4 is 12. So we have to make this B part will be 12. That means 12. So 6 2s are 12. So by 2 we'll multiply this one. So we'll get 10/12. And for this, B is to C equal to 4:7. So no need to write it. Directly you can do it. Equal to, this is 4/7, and we have to make this B part will be 12. That means 4 3s are 12. So 4 into 3 and 7 into 3. So we'll get 12:21. So here we'll get 10:12. First of all, 12/21 we have to write, then in ratio form we will write. So here is B term 12, here is B term 12. So easily we can write that A is to B is to C equal to 10:12:21. This is the answer.